You want to do it. You even plan it. But somehow the moment to act never comes. That is not laziness. It is called as procrastination. And it is a well researched psychological behavior. Today, I'm going to explain the science behind it. Now, the first question is why we procrastinate. Let's try to understand this based on science. Procrastination is the voluntarily delaying of a desired action despite knowing that it may lead to negative results. It is not poor management, it is an emotional regulation problem. You procrastinate to avoid discomfort, fear, self doubt, or boredom. Now, studies found that people procrastinate to regulate mood, or it's due to underdeveloped executional function in the prefrontal cortex of the brain, the part of brain that is responsible for planning focus, which means you can't control your impulses well. Now, brain scan studies show that when facing a tough task, fear center of our brain overrides the planning center. So, you escape into short term pleasures like binge watching Netflix or you keep on eating snacks. Now, let's discuss the types of procrastinators. Number one is the overplanner. This type makes elaborate to do lists, timetables, even buys highlighters, markers, and pens, but never starts. Why? Because they fear the outcome will not match the imagined perfect result. This perfectionism correlates strongly with chronic procrastination. Also, high level of self-criticism leads to planning overload and inability to act. Now, here is an example. A student creates a full exam timetable but avoids starting because they fear they will fall short. Or another example, someone wants to switch their careers and keeps researching endlessly but never actually applies for that job. Second type of procrastinator is the chronic delayer. They know what they need to do: renew a license, call the dentist, submit the homework, but they keep on postponing it. Study shows that these procrastinators seek immediate mood repair by escaping the task and not completing it. They don't plan poorly, they emotionally disengage to avoid discomfort. Now, I'll give an example. A student knows they have a project and they have to finish it today, but instead they keep watching the reels. Or an adult who keeps deferring the doctor's visit even though the symptoms persist. Now, what is actually happening in your brain here? Let's try to understand our brain first. The prefrontal cortex of the brain is a part that handles goals and decision making. And then there is another part of our brain which is known as the amygdala, which controls and handles fear, pain, and stress. Now, when a task feels emotionally heavy, your amygdala hijacks the brain. You escape to comfort activities instead of doing what you actually planned. And MRI scans show people's brains who procrastinate, they have stronger activation in brain parts which are linked to short term emotion over long term planning. Now, there are some science backed techniques that can help to overcome this chronic procrastination. Let's try to find out these findings and what are these methods which are supported by research studies. Number one, make the task smaller. Start immediately. This is known as Zeigarnik effect. Once you start a task, even partially, your brain wants to complete it. Here's a real life example of this. Instead of study chemistry, say to yourself, I'll solve just 3 MCQs for now. Or instead of, okay, I should write this assignment, say to yourself, I will write the heading first. Second, time based cue is greater than outcome based goal, which means setting a specific cue. For example, at 6 p.m., I will start this work. This is far more effective than vague goals that, I will start in the evening. Another example is, okay, I'll go for a walk today. But instead of that, you should say to yourself, at 7:30 a.m., after my tea, I will put on the shoes and go for a walk. This is more helpful to avoid the procrastination. Third method or third technique, immediate rewards train the brain. Dopamine or the reward chemicals help reinforce actions that feel good. For example, if I finish revising this topic within 40 minutes, I'll have my favorite hot chocolate. Number 4, verbal accountability increases action. Now, this is based on the social commitment theory. This says that we are more likely to act when we have told someone about it. For example, tell a friend that, ask me tonight if I've studied or not. Or tell your spouse, remind me to apply for this job by Saturday morning. Fifth method or fifth technique is mindfulness. This reduces the emotional reactivity. Mindfulness is achieved by mindful meditation, which improves attention and reduces procrastination. For example, 1 minute belly breathing before the study. Name your emotion. I'm feeling a bit anxious. That's okay. I will start. Now, here's a mini Ayurvedic addition to this procrastination methods that work. Emotional led procrastination is often linked to vata imbalance in Ayurveda, which causes restlessness, anxiety, and scattered thoughts. So, what you can do? Drink Brahmi or chamomile tea instead of your regular tea or coffee. Use lavender oil. Take 2 drops on a tissue and smell or inhale it nicely. This calms your nervous system and the fear center of your brain, and it will activate the decision center of your brain. Number 3, do 5 minutes grounding breath work before starting any tough tasks. This is also known as box breathing or the 4-4-4 method. What you have to do is inhale slowly through the nose for a count of 4. Then hold your breath again for a count of 4. And then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 4. Hold again and repeat. This cycle should be done for at least 5 to 6 times, and you will feel noticeably calmer and have mental clarity within 2 to 3 minutes. Procrastination is not about laziness, it is about emotions. But science and Ayurveda gives us tools to rise above it. Now, comment below, are you a overplanner or a delayer? And grab your free procrastination reset guide PDF in the link below. Like, share, and subscribe my channel. Do not procrastinate on that.